Warner Bros. Discovery triumphs over a Superman lawsuit paves the way for James Gunn's Reboot to soar in the DC universe. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. On January 31, 2025, Mark Perry, the nephew of comic book legend Jerry Siegel, took a bold step by filing a noteworthy lawsuit. With the support of attorney Mark Tobroff, the Schuster estate made a compelling case, claiming that the foreign rights to Superman were allegedly violated. Warner Bros. Discovery is soaring to victory in a legal showdown that could have grounded the Man of Steel. A federal judge has tossed out a lawsuit from the estate of Superman co-creator Joseph Schuster, ensuring that James Gunn's Superman Reboot will hit theaters worldwide without a hitch. The suit, which threatened to block the film's release in key markets like the UK, Canada, and Australia, claimed Warner Bros. Lacked the rights to exploit Superman internationally. But with the court ruling in Warner's favor, the DC Universe's bold new chapter is ready to take flight. Claims suggested that Warner Bros. Discovery and DC Comics were cashing in on Superman without proper authorization, so the Schuster estate demanded damages and an injunction to halt the film's international release. If successful, this could have thrown a wrench into Superman's global rollout, potentially costing Warner millions and derailing the DC Universe's reboot. Warner Bros., however, wasn't about to let this legal storm cloud their plans. Represented by powerhouse attorney Daniel Petrocelli and O'Melveny and Myers, they filed a motion to dismiss on March 5, arguing the Schuster estate's claims were a rerun of old battles already settled via CBR. For instance, UK law states that copyright assignments end 25 years after an author's death. Since Joseph Schuster died in 1992, Perry claimed the estate regained Superman's rights in 2017. Perry also claimed that Warner Bros., via The Hollywood Reporter, on Thursday, April 24, 2025, a federal judge, Jesse Furman, bluntly dismissed a lawsuit that threatened to block James Gunn's Superman from releasing in international markets. District Judge quashed the lawsuit, remarking, "Infringement claims are brought explicitly under the laws of foreign countries, not the laws of the United States. Take a bow, James Gunn. 3 genius marketing moves that'll help David Corenswet's Superman shatter box office records." He added that the court lacks subject matter jurisdiction over this case and ordered the case transferred to another federal district, affirming Warner's rights to release Superman globally. For Warner Bros., this victory boosts James Gunn's Superman and the DC Universe's ambitious reboot. Starring David Corenswet as Clark Kent, the film is the cornerstone of a 10-year plan to revitalize DC under Gunn and co-head Peter Safran. As Superman prepares to launch the DCU's Gods and Monsters chapter, this legal win signals that the Man of Steel is back, and nothing is holding him down. On Thursday, April 24, 2025, a federal judge, Jesse Furman, bluntly dismissed a lawsuit that threatened to block James Gunn's Superman from releasing in international markets. District Judge quashed the lawsuit, remarking, "Infringement claims are brought explicitly under the laws of foreign countries, not the laws of the United States." He added that the court lacks subject matter jurisdiction over this case and ordered the case transferred to another federal district, affirming Warner's rights to release Superman globally. For Warner Bros., this victory boosts James Gunn's Superman and the DC Universe's ambitious reboot. Starring David Corenswet as Clark Kent, the film is the cornerstone of a 10-year plan to revitalize DC under Gunn and co-head Peter Safran. As Superman prepares to launch the DCU's Gods and Monsters chapter, this legal win signals that the Man of Steel is back, and nothing is holding him down. From strategic NBA ads to integrating with Minecraft, here's how James Gunn's Superman is setting the stage for box office success. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. With Superman set to kick off Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters in the DCU, the tension couldn't be higher. But so far, the pieces are falling into place. A cast that feels fresh, a tone that feels alive, and a campaign that's playing long-term, not short-term. Let's unpack the 3 pivotal strategies that might just lead James Gunn's Superman to box office history, via X. 1. By embedding Superman's new image into the fabric of NBA playoff culture, Gunn is meeting the American audience where they already are, on their couches, in their jerseys, halfway through their wings and fourth quarters. Shaquille O'Neal, an icon who transcends sports, isn't just promoting the film. He's lending it credibility, warmth, and approachability. "I'm not a hero till you look up to me." Eminem once spat those words in Legacy, and it seems James Gunn took notes, crumpled up the old DC playbook, and hit the reset button harder than Superman smacks a villain into orbit. And boy, did he land it. With David Corenswet now rocking the cape and curl, the world is watching, half with hope, half biting their nails, still hung up on Henry Cavill. But surprise, surprise, the very thing fans feared, Gunn's signature sprinkle of humor, worked much better than expected. Ain't that a kick in the kryptonite? With the 2025 box office drought looming, Warner Brothers is placing its biggest bet on a single name, Superman. And Gunn? He's not playing it safe, he's playing it strategically. And how is he doing it? Through a marketing campaign that's deliberate, timely, and dare we say, surgical in its precision. It's not just clever, it's visionary. Especially when you consider that Minecraft, the movie, is already tracking to hit $1 billion. This wasn't an impulsive ad drop. It was a calculated step into America's living rooms, smart marketing with pulse-check accuracy. With playoffs intensifying and millions tuning in, this is far from a one-off. More calculated placements are on the horizon. 2. Forget static billboards and trailer drops on legacy platforms. Gunn's team understood that if you want to ignite curiosity in younger demographics, you go where they live. And right now, they live in Minecraft. By giving Superman a presence in the Minecraft universe, a world already teeming with creativity and community, they've created an organic bridge between digital natives and cinematic storytelling. No preaching, no pandering, just a subtle fusion of fantasy and future. It's no longer about targeting superfans, it's about igniting universal curiosity. Positioning Superman during this event doesn't just sell a film, it sells a moment of cultural relevance. Gunn is carefully placing his message into the heartbeat of the global zeitgeist. For all the domestic charm, box office records are now shattered globally, not locally. That's why the upcoming marketing push during the Champions League final might be Gunn's strongest play yet. To the world, football is more than a game, it's a ritual. And with the Champions League final drawing in 3 times the viewership of the Super Bowl, this campaign is poised to put Superman on the global radar in one bold, unified moment. Look, we get it. You hear humor and Superman in the same sentence, and suddenly flashbacks of The Flash start playing in your head like a bad rerun. Twitter/X had a mild meltdown, fans clutching their metaphorical pearls over rumors that James Gunn's Man of Steel might crack jokes. The concern? That we'd trade gravitas for goofiness. And if early impressions are anything to go by, James Gunn has struck that chord with uncommon grace. Let's not sugarcoat it. DC fans have trust issues. After the studio's recent stumbles, any deviation from the tried-and-tested formula sets off alarms louder than a Kryptonian distress signal. The idea of Superman dropping punchlines felt like a red flag tied to a rocket. But the tables turned when insider Jeff Snyder spilled the beans. The jokey moments were initially viewed